Hello everyone, thanks for watching another video of mine. Today's technical drawing topics will be blocks or computer aided drawing blocks as you would know them. So I'm going to explain to you what they are, and we're going to go through some multiple choice questions. So subscribe to the channel and there'll be lots more videos to come. And also I have a new Patreon if you want to donate to the channel, because it takes a lot of time to do the videos. Okay, so if you have any questions, there are my links at the top, and let's get into it. Okay, so you might ask, what are CAD blocks? CAD blocks, these are named groups of objects that act as a single 2D or 3D object. You can use them to create repeated content such as drawing symbols, common components, and standard details. Okay, so these are little objects that you put in your CAD drawing. Let's say you're doing a floor plan, and here we have an example of various blocks. And let me pull up my highlighter or laser pointer. So each individual path is called a block. So here you have a single sink, here you have a sink with a drainer, here you have a bathroom sink. So all these individual pieces are called blocks, and these blocks are what you put into your floor plan drawing or your detailed drawing. You can use blocks in order to make your work go faster, so you don't have to create all of them for every drawing that you do. Okay, all right. You may ask, where can blocks be found? So if you have AutoCAD already installed and you need to find various blocks, AutoCAD usually comes with the default blocks that you can put in your drawings, but sometimes you might want to use a specific block for your drawing that might not be found in AutoCAD. So you can go to this website called cad-block.com, and there you will find various different blocks that you can use in your drawing. Okay, so here it is, and this is the interface of the home page that you can use. Okay, all right, so now that you know what blocks are, let's get into some questions. All right, so the first one says, an AutoCAD term that refers to a pre-drawn object which is stored in a drawing file and can be inserted into any other drawing file as needed is A. And I'm going to show you a video explaining what the answer would be. So here it is. So here I have some examples of what CAD blocks are. This is AutoCAD 2020, and this that I just highlighted right here, this is called a block. It represents a bed in a bedroom. Over here you have a stove, and over here you have a sink. So these are examples of blocks that you can insert into your drawing. Okay, so following the video, I'm going to show you an example of what a pre-drawn object is, and below you have a floor plan with the various objects inside of the walls, and in the second drawing here is what I highlighted over here, and these are the blocks that are in the drawing. So you have your dining table, you have your living area with your couch and your coffee table. So you want to insert those blocks, and these would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of blocks. Okay, and if you have individual chairs, it might be even more blocks that you need in your drawing. Okay, all right. So all of these are examples of blocks. You have thousands and thousands of blocks that you can put in. It's just for you to individualize your drawing and put in what you may need for your work. Okay, all right, so the answer would be a block. Okay, all right, number 2 says most architectural firms and mechanical design companies utilize different categories of blocks. these sets of blocks are usually housed in, and here's the video for this question. All right. So block libraries are found in the tools center or the tools ribbon. You go over here and you click on tools and you go into content browser. You have different options where you can find blocks. Content browser is the one that you will mostly find. So if you go to content browser, you can search for the object that you want to find, whether it be in the kitchen, in the bathroom. And here you have different kitchen fittings, unique kitchens. If you go to kitchen fittings, you can choose sinks. You have different types of sinks, and you can just insert them into your drawing. So here you have an example of a sink. If I wanted to put it in the kitchen, I would just click into the space that I wanted it. Okay. All right. Okay, so following the video, you will know that the answer would be block libraries. These blocks are stored in a library that you can access them. Okay. Number 3, in some circumstances, an entire drawing can be inserted into a different drawing as a block. When this is used, the base point will default to A00, B1010, C2020, or D3030. So the answer will always be 00. And the reason for this is that you did not specify where you want the object to fall in the new drawing, so or the different drawings. So it will always start at 0. Okay, so everything starts at 0. It will not start at 10, 20, nor 30. So the answer would be A. Okay. Okay, number 4, when creating your own blocks, it is important to avoid drawing any portion of the block in the dash layer. Okay, is it the 0 layer, the centerline layer, the hatch layer, or the hidden line layer? So here's the video. Okay, in the 0 layer, as you can see here, you have the layer section in your tools ribbon, and you don't want to put your blocks in the 0 layer. That is your default layer, and you want to have your blocks labeled in a specific way. Let's say you have bathroom blocks such as sinks, toilets, and the bathtub. You want to have those labeled just like how I have them labeled here in this drawing. Okay, and you want to color code them and so on. So you don't want to put them in the default layer, or else you'll get confused in your drawing. Okay, all right. Okay, so the answer would be 0. Okay, you don't want to use the 0 layer because it would contain many other things that you don't want to interfere with your actual blocks in case you want to take them off. Okay, all right. Number 5, newer versions of AutoCAD utilize the dash to make block library management very easy. Okay, and here's the video for that. Okay, so newer versions of AutoCAD use the Design Center to store their blocks. So if you want to know where that is, you just type in Design Center at the bottom here in the cursor and just click on it, and it will bring up the different sections of blocks that you can access in order to insert them in your drawing. Okay, so the answer would be the Design Center. The Design Center, you always want to go there if you want to find all your blocks. Okay, all right. Number 6 says when the drafter types the word block or selects the make block tool from the draw toolbar, the dash will appear. Okay, so here's a video for that. When you type block in the cursor area, what will happen? Okay, so what will happen is that you're trying to make a block or create a block, and as you can see, it creates a block definition from selected objects. So once you select it, you can actually name your block. You can pick the points where you want the block to be located, and you can put in your object, your measurements, and so on. So you're actually creating a new block, and you can also store the block, have the scale of the block and so on, okay, and different things. So that's what will happen when you type in block in the cursor. Okay, so the answer would be the block definition dialog, okay. Number 7 says, when creating a block, the drafter needs to pay particular attention to selecting a base point because it determines the dash, okay? And the answer for that would be the insertion point, okay? When you're creating a block, you need to specify where the block is going to land in the drawing, okay? And that is the insertion point that the block will land. So let's say you put in a window in a wall, you want to make sure whichever part, whether it's the corner or the center part of the window, falls in a specific area on your drawing. Okay, so the insertion point is very important and it would make your work easier too. Okay, all right. So number 8 says, when using versions of AutoCAD prior to release 2006, it may be necessary to dash a block in order to edit it. So let's say you want to change the measurements of a block. Initially or before 2006, you used to have to explode the block, okay? Explode the block, and that means breaking up all the pieces in the block itself, okay? In order to change the measurements or the dimensions. All right. Number 9, some common blocks used by architectural drafters includes A, door swings, B, ceiling fans, C, appliances, or D, all of the above. So like I said, there are thousands and thousands of blocks that are on AutoCAD and also on the internet that you can use. So all of the above types of blocks that you can use that are used by architectural drafters. Okay, all right, so the answer would be D. And number 10, inserting blocks into a drawing file usually requires exact placement. The drafter should ensure that dash is turned on, and you want to make sure below here, this is called the snap or the object snap. So if you have an object coming into the drawing, you want to make sure that object goes into the right position, okay? And you want to use the O snaps in order to place your object in the right position. So the answer, okay, so thanks for watching the video. Hit that like button if you understood the questions. Comment if you did not understand, or if you did, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, if you want to donate to the channel because it takes time to do the videos, you're welcome to do so on my new Patreon page in the link shown. Okay, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.